Guys, it's Paige, and welcome to day 2 of your Sugar Detox. So, just want to check in and see how you did on day 1. I would love to get some feedback from you. Already got some great feedback in my email. I'd love to see you on the group, just telling us what you're doing, what you got rid of, what you have replaced it with. Are you still working on that? So we're kind of past that, but is all about breakfast. And, they say it's the most important meal of the day. And it really depends on the person. Like, there was a comment by Tanya. Hi, Tanya. She's not a big breakfast person. And I'm actually not really either. I like to have a small breakfast and a bigger lunch. And so that's okay. Like, if that feels good to you, then that's great. Otherwise, if you do need to have something in your body. It doesn't have to be a lot, but so there's like a domino effect of your blood sugar when you don't start at some point in your morning. It doesn't have to be like right when you wake up, but if you don't get some fuel in your body. So if you eat a lot of sugar, like in a bowl of cereal, which I used to love, Honey Bunches of Oats. That was like every single day. And this is like years ago when you were like, oh, it doesn't have any fat. It's fat-free. And now we're all into the sugar thing. So it can raise your body's blood sugar levels. And that means you increase your insulin. And if you read the manual, then you understand that insulin helps remove the sugar from your bloodstream, which can lead to a blood sugar crash. Which can lead to feeling hungry and tired, which can lead to eating more sugar and, more insulin being released. And it's just like an ugly cycle. So that's why it's really great if you do eat breakfast, have some protein. Like yogurt has protein, eggs have protein. You can have protein powder in a smoothie. So, I think it's like looking at that cycle and seeing, are you in that like kind of sugar cycle where you're eating it, you get energy, you crash, you eat it more to get energy, you crash, that kind of thing. And I think that once you recognize what that feels like, then you kind of understand that it feels pretty crappy. So I did have some things in my email. No bake cookie oatmeal, those are fine. I'm not a big fan of oatmeal, so I'm just going to say. I actually have some keto bombs that I like. I'll put the recipe in my next email if I remember. Frittatas, don't like eggs. None of these are for me. But you can make a tofu scramble. I do like a tofu scramble. And then breakfast burrito. So these are all things that do require work. One of my favorite things is chia pudding, and that sounds weird. The first time I ate it, I just thought, this is so gross. But I actually have come to really love chia pudding. You can make it overnight, and it's really just like chia seeds and almond milk or whatever you use. And then I do put some sweetener in there, and then some fruit. And it's really, really good for you. So I will post more on that if you're interested. You can also just sprinkle chia seeds on your salad. You don't have to make it. So my breakfast is just a smoothie. I do almond milk, and I get a lot of spinach, and I put it in a blender, and I blend it up, and then I pour it into ice cube trays, and then I freeze it. So I make little packets so that I can just throw it in my smoothie. So I have a packet of like a couple of spinach cubes. I have like a few frozen bananas, and then I have a few black cherries. That's my favorite fruit. And then, I pour the milk in, I put the protein powder in, I pour that in, and then that's my smoothie. So that's just it's easy, it's fine. I don't need a lot of stuff to eat in the morning. anymore. So that's my go-to. I would love to hear your go-to breakfast. Do you have a favorite? Do you prep for it? Do you just wake up and wing it? How do you do it? Or do you do it? You don't have to have breakfast if you're just like, what, I'm just not hungry. Some of us are just, that's where we are. So hope day 2 is going well. I will check in with you on day 3, which is tomorrow.